Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 212, season 4, episode number 23, live Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast. How y'all doing tonight? A beautiful Monday night. Just got home from soccer practice for my son, and we are ready to talk some MLS and Concacaf soccer. All right, guys, to this episode tonight, we're going to recap all of the Week 21 action. Lots and lots and lots of Week 21 action to talk about. Plus, we're going to touch on the Concacaf Champions League semifinals and maybe preview the final a little bit. And as well, the Leagues Cup going on between Liga MX and MLS. All of that and more on this episode of Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central. Let's dive right into it, guys. Make sure you hit that like button down below on YouTube if you're watching. Hit that like button if you're on Colorcast, because we are now on Colorcast every Monday night, doing up the regular podcast episode there as well. Make sure you download that app and get on the Colorcast train, because that app is freaking awesome. All right, let's get into the game. Starting out all the way back to Tuesday, September 14th, Columbus and the New York Red Bulls, a 2-1 victory for the Columbus Crew. They finally get that home win at Lower.com Field. Darlington Nagbe and Miguel Berry score the goals to come back from behind against the Red Bulls. Klimala, the goal scorer for New York. And, man, what a comeback for Columbus. They have needed something to put them over the edge at home. They finally have something to look forward to when they're playing at home. They have been in a real rough patch of form at home, and now not so much. They are now finally able to say, we won a game and we can keep on rolling here at home at Lower.com Field. Columbus, they need help. They need something to be successful for them. It has been a long time for Columbus here. And hey, look at this. We got Jay Jardim in the house. We got a new Wiseman as well. Tio Luis over on Facebook. Love it, guys. Thanks for jumping on already. I'm sure we'll have a few more jumping through the door as we go. Thanks for stopping by on Colorcast there, Tristan. Glad to have you, my man. And we roll. So Columbus, good victory there at home, finally at Lower.com Field. Next game up, New York City and Dallas. This one a 3-3 draw. A shootout in New York City at Red Bull Arena. Well, actually, it wasn't New York City. It was more like what's that place? Oh, New Jersey. That's right. Where they're playing at their rivals' arena or stadium. Oh my God, that I can't even believe that. I feel bad for New York City. I really do. We got brother BKL in the house. What's up, man? Dan Geringer as well. How you doing, Dan? So New York City struggling a little bit. They had a few injuries, had a few yellow card suspensions as well. And, man, Dallas showed up to play. O'Brien with 2 goals in the 4th and the 73rd minute. Jesus Ferreira in the 63rd. And then New York City scores in the 20th, 57th, and 67th minute. Homeless FC, says a new Wiseman. I love it. That is hilarious, man. That is awesome. That's exactly what they are. And Brother BKL says it was an outstanding game between these two. It was a great game. Definitely was a great game. I was a little concerned, though, with I thought New York City was going to be able to get this victory here against Dallas, and Dallas then fired their coach. Yes, we're going to talk about Luigi Gonzalez out in Dallas coming up later in the show. But in this one, a 3-3 draw for New York City. They kind of keep pace towards the top of the East, but it's getting tight now in the Eastern Conference there in MLS. It is no longer number 1 and then 2 through 5 and then 6, 7, and 8. All of a sudden, now 2 through 8 is right there for the picking for everyone. So crazy scenes in the Eastern Conference, definitely lining up to be a very good finish to the MLS season, at least in the Eastern Conference and probably the West as well. Next game up, Toronto FC against Inter Miami. This game, what a crazy-ass game this was. Miami walks out with the 1-0 victory at BMO Field. Makoun, a penalty kick in the 95th minute. A red card early to Miami, rescinded by VAR, taken away. No penalty, no red card to Miami. Then we go down the field a few minutes later, and Kamar Lawrence gets sent off for TFC, and Miami given the man advantage for the rest of the match. Could not bury it, though, and then they end up getting the victory on a penalty kick in the 95th minute. I mean, come on now. I didn't watch this game. I was live on YouTube for some other matchups, but my God, this was definitely one that Miami probably is very, very thankful that they walked away with the 3 points. I don't know. I don't get it. Poor TFC, man. This team has been struggling all season long, and they just couldn't catch a break in this one. We got Tristan there. Good to hear you too. Awesome, Tristan. Glad to have you on Colorcast, man. And one of the real OGs here for Colorcast. Absolutely love it. And then we got here, we got Nico on as well. Absolutely brutal game to watch as a TFC fan. That was awful. Great to have a TFC fan over on Colorcast. Love to see it, man. I'm a diehard TFC fan. Been there since day one, since day like negative 160 at the first training camp there, hung out with Mo Johnston, Mo Adu, Edson Buttle, some of the other guys, Andrea Lombardo, ring a bell, some of those guys. It was a lot of fun. But anyways, glad to have you on. Hit that follow button, hit that like button as well. All right, there you go. Been a season ticket holder since the inception. Awesome, Nico. Awesome. I unfortunately couldn't be season ticket holder because I was living down in Florida. Now I live in Chicago, but still bleed red for TFC till I die, even though they suck right now. But we'll leave it at that. All right, so Miami gets the victory. We move on to the next matchup. Atlanta lays a beatdown on FC Cincinnati. I mean, I guess we could have expected that, right? Atlanta's starting to turn the corner a little bit, and Cincinnati, yeah, they got that win over TFC, so they didn't end up with the wooden spoon, but not enough to go to the Benz and take even a point from Atlanta, who has definitely turned the corner. I am all in the Atlanta bandwagon right now. Anu Wiseman says Atlanta's back like the Backstreet Boys. Amen, Anu Wiseman. Amen. They have turned the corner. The days of Frank de Boer are gone. The days of Gabriel Heinze are gone. The days of sucking are gone. Atlanta is back to their regular selves, winning matchups left and right, especially at home at the Benz. The 4-0 beatdown of Cincinnati. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Araujo with the goal in the 5th minute. Joseph Martinez with a brace, 40th and 55th minute. And then Ezekiel Barco, just for fun, adds the 4th in the 86th minute. Good result for Atlanta. Look out for the 5 stripes. I know if I'm New England, if I am Orlando, if I'm Nashville, I do not want to play Atlanta come playoff time, especially if they have to go to Atlanta and play at the Benz. Cincinnati, well, you know what? We chalk it up for another year. It's another horrible year for Cincinnati, and I do feel bad for that fan base. It was nice to see them be able to cheer a little bit when they took out my TFC when I went out to Cincinnati. The first win at TQL Stadium. Unfortunately, it didn't turn into a run for them at all. But I am happy for them because I know as a TFC fan, dear God, I remember those days of struggle. And yes, we're back, but maybe not for the whole. We're not all the way back to the struggle times of 2012. At least I don't think so. Ken Boy in the house over on YouTube. Love it, my man. Thanks for stopping by. Ken Boy, big supporter of this as well as Live Stream Sports Chat. We're live right now on Live Stream Sports Chat for the Monday Night Football game between the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers. Got that stream rolling over there and just trying to build a passive income channel over there. So if you guys get the chance, head on over and subscribe. All right, so Atlanta with the victory. Let's move to D.C. and Chicago. Ola Kamara with the hat trick in this one. A penalty kick to get him started, and then a second penalty kick, and then the regular goal comes in the 44th minute to beat down Chicago, which, God bless the Fire, man. They are horrible. They are horrible. Troy Polamalu in the house. Will you be streaming Monday Night Football? Troy, I am streaming the Gamecast over on Live Stream Sports Chat right now. I'll put the link out in the chat for you guys so that you all can see that and can head over there if you haven't done so already. But DC continues their push up the Eastern Conference. Ola Kamara continues to score goals. Gets into that talk of Golden Boot because he wants to join the party there with a couple other players around MLS. The hat trick in the midweek against Chicago, and the Fire. Sorry, guys. The Fire can live for another day. Johnny, get out of here. Talking to a brick wall right there. That's talking to a brick wall there. How's my pup doing, huh, buddy? Huh? How you doing, man? Good Good you're here. All right. So DC with the victory over the Fire. We're going to have on the podcast side when the episode's uploaded right after this is done. It will be a good segment by John Donovan, our sponsor, with the Fire update. So make sure you download that bad boy later on to listen to his takes in there. All right, Troy says, I'm a Gator fan. I'm from Florida. Damn it, Troy. It was so close for us, man. So close to beat Alabama. Oh, man, that really, really hurt. I mean, extra points, man. Extra points. That is just that's trouble right there. So there you go. Tio says, stop this pain wiki out. Tio, I am with you 100%. Why in God's name does this man still have a job? What are you waiting for, Mansueto? What are you waiting for, Nelson Rodriguez? Just get it done. Move on. The season is over. Just get it over with and move on. Start building towards next year because, man, just unbelievable. Horrible, horrible showing from the Chicago Fire. These guys are in big, big trouble in MLS and have been for a very long time outside of that little bit of a run they had back in 2017 when they were towards the top of the East and got knocked out in the knockout round by the Red Bulls. All right, Orlando City, Montreal. Montreal with a victory, tightening up that Eastern Conference rut there between number 2 through 5 and now 2 through 8. Montreal gets higher up in the standings. Orlando continues to drop. I mean, this team I don't know what's going on with Orlando, man, but it's time to maybe hit that panic button in Orlando a little bit because it is trouble for Orlando City. They 2 red cards in this one. Jansen and Ruan with the goals, and then for Montreal, Choyer, Kyoto, Lapalainen, and Sunisi Ibrahim with the goals for Montreal to get the victory at Exploria Stadium. They're in Florida. Orlando, come on now. It's time to stand up. Jose Hernandez in the house. Legend is back. What's up, Jose? How you doing, my man? Good to see you, brother. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Glad you're hanging out. All right, so moving to the next one, SKC in Minnesota. Kyrie Shelton, Daniel Shallowy, Russell from the spot, and Duke with the goals for Kansas City. A 4-0 whopping victory for Sporting Kansas City over their Western rivals, Minnesota. Big-time victory for SKC at home. They needed it because they've been kind of up and down lately as of late. But Minnesota's starting to pick things up a little bit. Good result at the weekend against LA Galaxy, which we'll talk about. But 2 teams that are kind of just playing around there in the Western Conference, we might have to pay attention to. SKC right now, as we look at the standings, SKC is the top of the West right now. Say what? Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. SKC is at the top of the West right now. That is absolutely insane. I can't even fathom that with how up and down their season has been. Seattle, not quite, but they do have a game at hand. Same thing with Colorado, but that 1, 2, 3 spots in the West is going to come down to decision day. All right, next up, we look at the lineups here, SKC as well as Minnesota. I mean, look at these lineups, right? So Minnesota starting to show themselves in the Western Conference. They've got Miller in goal, Metner, Boxall, Debasi, and DJ Taylor at the back. Hayes, Trapp, Finley, Hanu, and Frangipani in the midfield with Fernando Adi up top. Like, this is kind of a hodgepodge put together type of lineup. This is not a great lineup here for Minnesota, but they continue to get results. John, go upstairs. Get upstairs. Get up there. So he comes over here. Minnesota, look, they're a decent team. Do I think they're an MLS Cup contender? I don't think so. I don't think they will be a big-time contender in the Western Conference playoffs, but you never know. I mean, things get crazy, especially in that single knockout type of stuff. It can get crazy. Now for Sporting Kansas City, Tim Melia, Martins, Fontas, Ilya Sanchez, and Graham Zusi. Get out of here. Espinoza, Maury, Duke, Russell, Shelton, and Shallowy. They've got that guy named Polito as well. So Sporting Kansas City might just be for real here. They might just end up being for real in the Western Conference We'll see, though, how things play out. Chicago Plays in the house. Guys, go check out Chicago Plays site. Dude is blowing up right now. He's picked up a ton of subs over the last last couple of weeks, man. Go help this man out. He's got the watch minutes. Go sub to Chicago Plays. You know that's what we do here. We love helping each other out in this community. That is what we do. You guys have been awesome with that. So check out Chicago Plays site. Connor McCabe in the house as well, Kicking It with Connor podcast. Go look him up. And there you go. Jay says, I just figured Seattle's in first. And Brother BKL's got some breaking news here. NYCFC today announced that the club has signed academy product Christian McFarland to a homegrown contract through the 2026 season with an option for 2027. NYC making moves with those young academy players. We've had a few good academy players come out of NYCFC. Remember that guy Gio Reyna, who is at Borussia Dortmund right now? Yeah, he is technically an NYCFC academy type player. Then you've got some of the other players. Jason now making some moves. You got James Sands. I mean, NYC starting to pump up some talent here. So maybe this kid will be good. I don't know him, Christian McFarland. I've never heard of him, but we'll see how he pans out here coming up through the season and the rest of the year. All right. Now let's move to the next game. Austin against LAFC. LAFC with the victory. Arango. This man Chicho is just balling out for LAFC. Chicho Arango, man, ever since he came over from Millonarios over in Argentina. Wow. Dude looks good. PK in the 59th minute. Danny Masovsky. Danny Masovsky scoring for LAFC. Okay, things are starting to turn a little bit for LAFC here until the weekend. We'll talk about that. So LAFC starting to really turn things around here. Austin, again, those struggles they just keep on struggling, man. It's an expansion team. What do you expect, right? It's an expansion team. It happens. That's how it goes. Austin just isn't quite there. Everybody kind of pins these expansion teams to LAFC and Atlanta. That's not going to work. Austin, we'll see you next year. See how you do. We got Samuel22 in the house. What's up, Samuel? Good to see you, man. And Brother BKL says Chicho is amazing between field goals. Yes, he did end up with that awesome field goal there for LAFC in the weekend game. We'll talk a little bit more about that game, which we were live for here on Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central. But Chicho looking good for LAFC as they try and make that climb up the Western Conference. Portland and Colorado, a 2-2 draw for Portland Timbers and Colorado Rapids. This one, Tuiloma with a red card in the 42nd minute. And Portland still managed to make a result out of this. So Dan says Austin's got to build, but they've got a pretty decent fan base. They do. They do have a good fan base down there in Austin. Sold out stadium, good supporter section. I'd love to get to a game down there one day. One day I'll get there. But Austin's got a lot to build on, but they just got to get that team right. They'll get there. They will. They will get there. Chicago Plays says, I'll be calling the Chicago Fire New England game on Wednesday, so make sure you check out Chicago Plays. We'll be live on Wednesday for a few matchups as well here on SOP Soccer. However, go check out Chicago Plays there for the Fire and New England game Wednesday night, and go check out his channel. All right, so Portland 2-2 draw with Colorado. Good result for Portland at home, even though it is Providence Park, and they expect to get the victories. But Colorado, one of the top teams in the Western Conference. Hey, girlie, love you too. All right, so Portland 2-2 draw. Let's move on. LA Galaxy and the Houston Dynamo. This one killed my parlay pick, and All-Star members, you know, because you probably had the parlay going as well. This one killed it. We were waiting for the Galaxy. Would have got our midweek parlay if the Galaxy would have won. Chicharito gets on the score sheet to tie it up after Fafa Picault's goal in the 13th minute, but it finishes 1-1 draw there with Houston. Come on, LA Galaxy. What is that? We got to do a little bit better than that. You got to get a victory over one of the worst teams in the Western Conference in Houston. Not good enough from the LA Galaxy. Now, Moving on to the next game up, San Jose and Real Salt Lake, a barn burner, a big-time goal-scoring fest at PayPal Park. Chofis Lopez with the hat trick for San Jose, and RSL, Rubio Rubin with the brace. Rusnak and Miram also on the score sheet for Salt Lake to get it done for them and get the victory on the road to try and pick up a little bit of love there for San Jose, or for Salt Lake, with the struggles that they've had with their team. My God. All right, Fire 2020 in the house says, sup, bro? Everyone that subscribed, unsubscribed. I saw that, man. You picked up too many subscribers at one time, and then YouTube did the same thing to my live stream sports chat channel last night. They cut me down by like 8 or 9 subs, and now they all came back and they doubled me up. So now I'm sitting at like 87, but I'm really at like 78. So just be patient. The subs will come back. They got it. It's YouTube. That's what they do. RSL with the victory there. Can RSL make a push to the playoffs? I don't think they will. New York Red Bulls against Miami. Miami coming off that win for over TFC in the midweek, and then the Red Bulls showed up and just slapped them right down. Klimala, Omir Fernandez, and then Fabio with a brace. 4-0. Inter Miami gets whooped at home. David Beckham, what are you doing? Jorge Mas, y'all have 5 DPs. Y'all are bringing in like all these extra players and stuff, and breaking the rules and the salary cap. You're David Beckham, you got Neymar, you got Ronaldo, you got all these guys in your intro video when you're announcing your club, and you still suck. Pull it together, Inter Miami. Like, y'all should have lost to Toronto FC, who is a complete tire fire right now, except for we'll talk about the result on the weekend. But Inter Miami needs to figure it out, and quickly. That fan base is not going to stick around. I lived in Florida for a long time. I went to a lot of Marlins games. I went to Marlins games when they were winning. I went to Marlins games when they were losing. Those fans are definitely only winning fans. If they're not winning, they're not going. So Inter Miami's got a good base, but they're going to lose it a lot quicker than some of the other teams in MLS if they don't right the ship and right the ship fast. Getting beat down by the Red Bulls at home, that does not spell good for Inter Miami. So Red Bulls, I mean, do we take anything from this before the New York Derby starts? I don't think we do. I don't think the Red Bulls are that good. They do have a good strike force up top with Klimala and Fabio. They have been playing well together, but again, they beat Miami. Miami is in trouble, and there you go. Troy says it best. Miami sports teams suck. Take it from the man from Florida. He's a Gators fan. He understands. He gets it, and there you go. So Nith in the house as well. Love it. How you doing, Nith? Good to see you, my man. And Brother BKL says, everyone thinks that RBNY's got to make it to the top. I don't think so. They too weak and no roster, player by injury. Man, the Red Bulls, yeah, they've got it. They finally figured out the strike force there. They did. I'll give them that. With Klimala and Fabio, decent number 1 and number 2 up top. However, the rest of the field, not so much. But Brother BKL, make sure y'all can back that up when you play them twice out of 2 games here with the doubleheader coming up next week. New York City FC better take at least 4 points out of the 6. I'm looking at you, Brother BKL. I'm looking at you, man. I'm looking at you. Dan says Miami's like LA. There's too much going on out there if the team's not winning. Truth. That is, yeah, same deal. You got the party life. You got everything. You got all these sports teams. You got everything going on. Everybody can get outside all the time, whether it's summer, winter, whatever. Yeah, they better figure it out because they're not going to have many fans left in Fort Lauderdale, especially with that stadium mess. Hello. It's been a joke. Miami has been a very, very bad. Oh, my God. Troy says best team from Miami area is St. Thomas Aquinas, a high school team. Damn it, Troy. You're bringing up bad memories from my day playing football. We lost to St. Thomas Aquinas in the state playoffs all 4 years I was at my high school. All 4 years, we got crushed. Those guys were like, they're all committed to Alabama, all this, and we're like, hey, we're good. We were 10-0 this season. We just ran through 3 teams in the playoffs, and then we went to Lauderdale to play St. Thomas Aquinas, and we're like, oh, my God, y'all are huge. We got crushed, 55-0, damn near every single year. So there you go. Troy knows the deal down south. they're going to get more fans at St. Thomas Aquinas at that high school stadium than Inter Miami's going to get. All right, next game up, we've got Atlanta and DC United. This one, all right, so our buddy Anu Wiseman here who saying I say the same for Atlanta. Well, Anu Wiseman was in the house. If y'all missed it on the live before, let me pull up my picture box here. We had another SOP follower hanging out at the game against DC United, meeting some rap star or something, this princess or I don't even I'm sorry, I don't know all that. I don't know Crime Mob or whatever, but I do know the some Bone Thugs and Harmony up in here. And look at my photos gone. I already switched them out for Rocky's photos for the LAFC and Portland Live, so I can't get that one back up. But there you go, man. So I was going to put it up there, Anu Wiseman again. But Anu Wiseman in the house in Atlanta, great seats there, the general admission seats. You get there early, you're going to get right there by the field. Well done. And Anu Wiseman says, you don't know Crime Mob? Dude, I don't know Crime Mob, man. I'm sorry. I don't. Give me some of the old school rap. Is Crime Mob old school rap? Because I only know like Bone Thugs. I listen to a lot of Bone Thugs, Tupac, Biggie, but mostly Bone Thugs and all the unreleased stuff that they have. Oh, my God. But this is not a rap podcast. This is more about Sons of a Pitch, Soccer Central, MLS, and Concacaf. So we'll move on from that, okay? So Atlanta gets the victory over DC, and Atlanta is officially back. This team, look out for them in the playoffs. Look out. They have a very, very strong squad. Let's take a look at the lineups from this game against DC. And DC's kind of playing hot too, but DC's lineup, not even close. Hey, there you go, Vanilla Ice. Jan Stepp in the house. Oh, God, Vanilla Ice, man. Oof. Look at this. Bello, USMNT, left back out there. Walks, Franco, Campbell, Lennon, Moreno, Rosetto, Sosa, Barco, and Martinez. And this is without a couple players as well that were on the bench. I mean, Jurgen Damm is a damn good player, no pun intended. Well, maybe a little bit. Eric Cubo Torres can come on and steal a late goal at any time. They've got Luis Araujo, the player that just came over from France. Really, really good player. I mean, this team is stacked. It really is. I mean, you look and you say, damn, when you look at this team. So I don't want to play them if I'm going into the playoffs, even on the road. Now, maybe at home, if you're going to the Bends, forget it. They've got you. Now, Atlanta's not – I don't think they're going to get up towards the top. If they got to go to New England, they might not be able to pull off that result there. But we'll see. Atlanta looking good. Next up, New England Revolution against Columbus Crew, a 1-1 draw. Surprising result here in this one. And Rocky does it all in the house. What's up, Rocky? And Damm, Anu Wiseman says Damm is becoming a huge liability. They need to play the man. He's not getting minutes. That's the problem. If they would have started playing him right from the get-go, the man's got talent. He's got speed. He'll be fine. All right, and then Chicago plays says Chicago Fire is bad too. No doubt about that. Trouble there for sure. He's the second highest paid player in Atlanta's roster. Wow. He's not a DP. I thought he was a TAM level player. So that's okay. All right. Michael Jimenez is on. What's up, Michael? Glad you're here and back from the live. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for stopping by. All right. New England, Buxa in the 62nd minute. Zardes in the 58th minute for Columbus. Columbus, are they back? A result like this? They got the win in the midweek. Maybe do we start talking about Columbus and that team? I don't know. Connor, you are the resident Crew fan in here, man. He says Room played the end of the second half in extra time, injured, and made some damn good saves to keep the draw. There you go. Maybe Columbus can squeak into the playoffs. And again, they've got some talent. So this could be a team that could turn some heads come playoff time in the right matchup. I don't think they're MLS Cup contenders again. They're too far down for that. But I think they might be able to turn some heads come playoff time. All right, there you go. Michael Jimenez says, won that bet. You recommended against LAFC. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I like it. Now, Michael, you want more of those picks? Jump on as an all-star member. You're going to get all of my over-under picks as well as my prop bet picks, a player to score, and my parlay picks. That video's already launched. So you guys, we're going to be putting out a episode for regular picks and predictions tomorrow, the 22nd, the 22nd through the 26th. That video comes out tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow afternoon. But if you're an All-Star member, my picks are already available to you. You can get in on those early odds right now. So go check those out. And Michael, check out those join options down below. All right, now let's take a look at the BetUS as well, guys. Check out BetUS. Join us on BetUS. Make some money. Click that link in the description. Check that out. 125% sign-on bonus. Cannot go wrong with that one. Now, while I'm pitching everything to you guys, memberships and BetUS and all that kind of stuff, I think it's time to take a sponsor break on the podcast side since we're already 32 minutes into it. Make sure you guys download that podcast episode. You'll hear John Donovan's talk about the Chicago Fire and their struggles. So we're going to take the quick sponsor break for the podcast side, and we will be right back to talk some more MLS. All right. Thanks, John, for that Chicago Fire update there on the podcast side. Let's move on to the Cincinnati game. We got Rocky in the house. We got Jose Gonzalez in the house as well with those LA Galaxy emojis. I love it, Jose. Another member here on Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central. Make sure you check out that join option, y'all. And Cincinnati cannot get it done against New York City. The fans were pissed. I'm going to just say it. The refs were definitely in the pocket of New York City in this one. Keaton Parks and Castellanos from the penalty spot gets the 2-1 victory over Cincinnati. Brenner, the goal scorer for them. Barreal and Atanga sent off in the second half, late in the second half. Cincinnati can't build off that last home win at TQL Stadium. I hope you were with us for the live against New York City. If you were, you know the story of that game. If you weren't, check it out, and we're going to move on to the next one. Toronto FC against Nashville. 2-1 victory for Toronto. Say what? Say what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Toronto FC beat Nashville? Are you kidding me? Whoa. How did that happen? Jay, I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe that TFC won this matchup. Schaffelberg with a goal in the 18th minute. Omar Gonzalez in the 79th. CJ Sapong in the 74th. And TFC beats a good team in the East. Man, this is interesting. I think I'm just going to go with upset of the weekend. Absolutely upset of the weekend, Anu Wiseman, 100%. And there's Jay with those awesome TFC emojis as you can get as a member. Guys, we haven't had a new member in the last 2 weeks. So somebody get on it, sign up today. If you're on an Android phone, there's a little blue join button next to the subscribe button. If you're on an iPhone, you're going to have to go on your desktop computer logged in. You can sign up there, and then all of those perks will be on your iPhone. But until YouTube gets that contract right with their rivals, we got to wait a little bit. And there you go. Brother BKL says it's because they think about the Canadian Championship, Mike. That is 100% on the minds of Toronto FC. Justin Morrow says that he's retired at the end of the season. I went on my rant, and Jay, I still haven't looked it up yet, but I know I went on that rant about JMO, and, he doesn't have it anymore. But he announced his retirement, and now the team is pumped up trying to get him a trophy before they go off. And Troy says, Montreal is Canada's team. Canada is blue. Troy, I think you're sick. I think there's something wrong with you, Troy. Jay says, Troy, you are now dead to me. Right? Come on, Troy. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking? But hey, the Canadian Championship, that's going to be a good one. We're going to be doing some lives coming up this week. And you know what? This is actually a great segue. So that first live will actually be Toronto FC against York United in the Canadian Championship. Wednesday night, we'll be live on YouTube for that one. So make sure you stop by and hang out for that matchup. It's going to be a good one. TFC sucks. York United, they're a CPL team, so it should be a good game there between those two squads. Next up, Seattle Sounders against Club Leon in the League's Cup final. An MLS team has a chance to win this. So, can it be done? Only time will tell. Make sure you're here with us at Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central live for this one. That should be a good one right after the Toronto FC and York United matchup. Next up, we've got Austin FC against the LA Galaxy on Sunday. We'll be live for that one as well, so make sure you join us. Those are the three lives. Again, to recap, Toronto FC against York United, Sounders against Club Leon in the League's Cup final, and Austin FC against LA Galaxy. Those are the lives for this week coming up. And there's sheeptards in the house. What's up, sheeptards? How you doing, man? With those SOP logos and the Galaxy logos. So there you go. Jose Gonzalez, sheeptards. Y'all better be in the house next Sunday for that matchup there. And Jan Stepp says, go Sounders. Yes, Jan Stepp, a big Sounders fan. Love it, man. I think they got it. Dan says, I'll watch that Leagues Cup game. Absolutely. Should be a very, very good matchup. And Ken Boy says, sheesh. I don't know. Well, I don't get that stuff. But, hey, whatever. And Jay says, now, Jose, oh, boy, if it wasn't for Vanny, I would say something about the Galaxy. And they're struggling right now, Jay. They are. But Greg Vanny, I love Greg Vanny, and I hope he does well with the Galaxy. That's what I'm pulling for. I'm pulling for a Galaxy and Sounders. And you know what? I love them all because we got fans here with Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central. We've got lots of fans from everywhere. So I absolutely can't, root against anybody at all. And there you go. Jose says, Vamos York United. Okay, well, now I'm against the Galaxy. Sorry, sheeptards. Jose, I messed that one up, man. All right, moving on to the next game. Speaking of Austin FC, they play San Jose to another barn burner. Lots of goals in this one. San Jose with the 4-3 victory over Austin. Joisi, Gallagher, and Ring the goals for Austin. Lopez, Espinoza, Chofis Lopez with a penalty, and then Chofis Lopez 5 minutes later to get it for the victory there for San Jose as they continue Austin's struggles there. Yikes. Jan Stepp says, is that for the Canadian Cup, Toronto and York? Yes, that is a quarterfinal of the Canadian Championship, and we'll have that game live, and then Montreal plays Halifax in the other matchup that night in the Canadian Championship, and Vancouver's already been knocked out. So there you go. That's the two leaders going against each other in the leagues match. Yep, that should be a very good game there, Michael. Very good game. I'm excited for that one. Austin, their struggles continue, especially at home. Yikes. And now we move to the Galaxy. Yeah, talking there. Jose says, we struggling, but blue, white, and gold till the death. Amen, Jose. I'm the same way with TFC, man. TFC till I die, always will be, no matter how bad they are, no matter how good they are. We got it. So there you go. Minnesota beats down LA Galaxy 3-0. Bebe Reynoso with the 2 goals for Minnesota. Ethan Finlay caps it off. And Minnesota, they put some smacking down there, man. That's trouble right there. Sheeptard says, I'm the same, Mike. I like lots of different teams with one exception. LAFC is trash. There you go. I'm the same way with Montreal, man. I will never, ever root for Montreal. I don't care if we have 35 members from Montreal. I hate Montreal. That's just how it goes as a TFC fan, so I totally understand that, man. Totally understand that. And I want to talk smack about the Galaxy out of respect for sheeptards, LOL. There you go. I won't talk smack. All right, love it, Jay. Love it. Minnesota did show up, Dan. The Galaxy hit the Wheezy store on the way to the game. Well, there's that. All right, now, next up, we've got Houston and Dallas in a battle of Texas. Griffin Dorsey on the score sheet again. Oh, that draft pick from Toronto. Oh, that's right. Oh, they wouldn't play him. Oh, he couldn't even get minutes. He couldn't even get minutes for TFC 2, and now he's playing for Houston. What? Dorsey with a goal. Fafa Bico and Darwin Quintero, a couple late goals from O'Brien there for Dallas, but not enough. Houston gets the victory at home to win that Texas Derby matchup. Troy says, I'll be sharing your channel to Montreal fans. That's fine, but I don't think they're going to enjoy my content very much. I'm just going to lay that out on the line right now. I'm just going to lay that out there. Salt Lake with a 1-0 victory over Seattle. Krylak with the goal in the 48th minute. And how the hell does Seattle lose to Real Salt Lake? How's that happen? Like, wait a minute. Seattle's a damn good team. I think the best in MLS, even though they're not number one, even though New England Revolution's got that spot, even though in the West they're not number one anymore, surprisingly, as all y'all said in the chat there. But how does Seattle lose to RSL? What the hell? This Seattle team, man, they'll show up and they kick some ass. They win week in and week out, except for the odd little blip on the radar. And there you go. There you go. All right, DSO in the house. What's up, man? Love it. And it says, my bad, I was in an NFL live stream. Hey. And then Michael Jimenez, oh, my God, I hate Salt Lake City. Feelings mutual, man. I can't stand RSL. Never have. But they got some okay fans. Some okay fans, but not a big fan of them. Ken Boy says, what happens if I be an all-star membership? Ken Boy, if you sign up for All-Star, you're going to get the emojis. You're going to get your name listed down in the scroll right below me. You're also going to get access to our merch at cost. Then you're going to get a live stream reaction once a month, which I got to get another one of those out, man. I'm sorry, DP members and All-Star members. I'm sorry I haven't gotten a members-only live lately. We're going to do another one here towards the end of the month. I got to put a poll out. Hopefully tonight I'll get that out. If not, first thing in the morning. Plus, you're going to get your name in the description. You're going to get access to that All-Star member video with my over-under picks, as well as my prop bet picks and my parlay picks. So check it out there. Ken Boy, check out those All-Star options, those membership options. Definitely worth it. You will make your money back, I promise, with my picks and predictions. All right. Now, a new Wiseman says trap game. They're getting ready for Wednesday. I agree, but look at the lineup they put out. Yes, Benazes a sub. Rui Diaz, though, still on the field. Christian rolled on. Alex rolled on. Arriaga, Nuhu, Fryanet. They had a lot of their starters out there. So surprising result from Seattle there. But you know what? It is what it is. And there, Tio Luis over on Facebook says, fire till I die. Absolutely, man. No matter how bad that team is, you can't give up on your team. You can't do it. You can't do it. There you go. Ken Boy says, going to tell my dad to buy it. Nice, Ken Boy. Appreciate it, man. Jose Gonzalez, how much is the All-Star price? $9.99 a month. I'm telling you, you'll win that money back if you bet, especially through BetUS with the odds that they give us. Man, you got that. No doubt you'll make that back in a heartbeat. Salvador Chavez in the house. What's up, Salvador? Good to see you, my man. Glad you're hanging out with us yet again. Salvador, love it, man. Let's move to the next game. We got about 4 more games left of MLS. Montreal and Chicago. Man. Montreal, Kyoto, and Toronto an own goal. 2-0 victory. Damn, Chicago sucks. I'm sorry, Tio. This team is trash. They got to get rid of Wiki. They've got to figure something out because it is trouble for the Chicago Fire right now. Montreal makes it happen. DSO says Castellanos has 12 goals. He's getting up there in the Golden Boot rates there, so we'll see. Maybe he'll get a few more over the weekend or the week and the weekend, so that we can get that New York Derby blue, and then maybe Castellanos will really pop his head up. So we'll see. That's why everyone, NY is red or blue, sticking up my head. NY is red also. Brother Miguel, you feeling okay, man? You feeling okay? Troy says waiting for New Mexico to dominate this league. Troy, you're going to keep waiting, man. Seba is now telling people to vote liberal. He's coming back to TFC for sure. I saw that video. Yes, I saw that, and there you go. He's definitely coming back. Rocky says, when's Allison going to be on again? She's a riot. One day she'll get down here. It might take another Mexico game, but she'll be down for sure. They'll get there. All right. Ken Boy says, I like Kyoto, plays for Honduras. So where my parents' brother and sister is from. Nice. Good stuff. I love it. Honduras, they're kind of sliding a little bit. We'll talk more about them. Make sure you hang around for that content there for Concacaf. Lots of good stuff coming up with the World Cup qualifiers coming up here. DSO says NY is blue. Love it. And then Jay with the SOP Canada emojis. Good stuff. All right. Montreal with that 2-0 victory. Philadelphia and Orlando. 3-1 victory for Philly. Orlando struggles continue. Kai Wagner with a goal. Shabilko with the brace there. And there you go. Now for Portland and LAFC, we were live for this one. Great victory for Portland. Fochive with the winner. Good stuff there for Portland with that victory. A well-deserved victory for them over LAFC. Mr. Ramon Pablano paid for the live. We were live for LAFC in Portland, and then Mr. Ramon Pablano did not even show up to the live. Ramon, where you at, brother? Where you at, man? Where you at? Jan Stepp says New York is green. And then Salvador says, I can't MLB playoff. I don't know what that means, Salvador, but there you go. Oldest Cifuentes missed. Dude, that had a wide open net right in front of the goal, and he blasts it up over the bar by about 30 yards. It was a field goal, 100%. Ramon is silent. He is. LAFC's struggles continue. Portland continues to move on and upward through that Western Conference. Colorado, Vancouver, a 1-1 draw. Wilson with a goal in the 28th. Brian White continues to score. Fochi Vi, says Rocky. Man, I ain't going to remember that, Rocky. Come on now. I ain't going to remember that. You got to remind me of that with an Instagram message tomorrow during the day when I'm not got 18 different things going on, okay? Colorado with the draw in Vancouver. Good result for Vancouver there. And Colorado, close to the top of the West, should have taken all 3 points against a struggling Vancouver team. All right, so let's take a look at the standings here. Let's start out with the Eastern Conference. New England still there at the top with 56 points. There you go. Love it. Sheeptards got home from work, went straight to watch this live, and I'm definitely watching the exclusive members video after this. Yes, Sheeptards. Even threw an extra exclusive there for the members with my betting picks for Leagues Cup final as well as the Canadian Championship matchups there for the MLS team. So go watch that when we're done here, and thank you for that $5 Sheeptards super chat, my man. I love it. Thank you so much. Much appreciated there. Love it. New England, 56 points at the top of the East. Nobody's catching them. And now, remember how I said it was starting to tighten up in the Eastern Conference? Look at this. Nashville, New York City, Orlando. All those home slots separated by 3 points. Montreal, Atlanta, Philly. Only 3 points separates that home spot from the bottom spot in the Eastern Conference. It's getting tight in the Eastern Conference. Very, very tight there. DC at 34. They might be able to get in. Miami, probably not. Miami, I can't. It's not going to happen. Columbus, maybe because they got some talent. Maybe they can squeak into the 7, 6, maybe even the 5 spot, depending on how tight it gets. But Chicago, Cincinnati, and Toronto, good night. It's over. It's all but done for those squads. Now to the Western Conference. Sporting Kansas City is the top of the Western Conference. I can't even believe this. I am in complete shock and awe that SKC is ahead of Seattle right now. And Colorado, who seems to have been constantly climbing the West. So Kansas City with 46, Seattle 45, Colorado 44. LA Galaxy, Portland, RSL, Minnesota, and LAFC right there, 4 through 8, separated by only 5 points. It is tight in both conferences. Exactly everything that MLS wants with that parity, right? That's what they do. That's why they have these salary caps. That's why they have these stupid rules. That's why they can't compete with the teams from Liga MX, except for maybe Seattle in the Leagues Cup. We'll talk about that. But that's why they're not winning Champions Leagues, because they have this parity. Now, is that better to have parity in the league than have a team that can compete and win CONCACAF Champions League and make it on the world stage of the Club World Cup? That's a whole nother debate, and I'm sure we'll get into that one more time as we've been into it many, many times here in the past over the previous last 212 episodes of Sons of a Pitch, an American Soccer Podcast. All right, let's talk a little bit about that CONCACAF Champions League, shall we? Let's talk about these matchups here. The aggregate score for Philadelphia, 4-0 loss to Club America. It is over. MLS's dreams of a CCL championship is gone. It's done. Another year of trouble for MLS. Not going to happen. You're not going to be able to compete with Club America. You're not going to be able to compete with Monterrey. You're not going to be able to compete with Cruz Azul. You're not going to be able to compete with Leon on a consistent basis. All of these other teams, right? Not with the salary cap. Not how it goes. Philly, a surprise team in that semifinal, but there you have it. Club America wins over Philly. Now in the other semi, Cruz Azul and Monterrey. Monterrey had the 1-0 victory in Monterrey in the first leg. Second leg, all Monterrey. 4-1 victory over Cruz Azul. Dear God, they laid the smackdown on Cruz Azul right from the get-go. Got off onto the start there right away. 7th minute, Maximiliano Meza gets the goal. Pineda ties it up real quick. And then it was all Monterrey from there. Vergara, Funes Mori with the brace. And Monterrey wins 5-1 on aggregate over Cruz Azul. So that sets up a Monterrey Club America final. And there you go, brother BKO. Concacaf Champions League final starts October 27th or 28th between Club America hosting Monterrey. I got Club America. I picked them from the beginning. That is how I went in the beginning. Check out that video way back. Concacaf Champions League preview way back in like February. I picked Club America. I think they get it done and win the Concacaf Champions League in October. But we will be live for that final, I am sure. I've got it booked in the calendar already. We'll be there for that one. Now, let's talk about the Leagues Cup. We've got a couple minutes left here because John Donovan's got like 5 or 6 minutes on the podcast episode, so I got to get done by the 55th minute. Seattle beating Santos Laguna with a late winner from Raul Ruidiaz. Watch the highlights. If you did not see this game, make sure you check out the highlights. This goal, what a winner from Raul Ruidiaz to sink Santos Laguna and win it for Seattle. Big-time victory there. Seattle moves on to the final against Leon, a 2-0 victor over Pumas. Colombato and Ormeno with the winners for Leon. Pumas, Sebastian Bofo, my buddy, listen to episode 1 of Sons of a Pitch Soccer Podcast. Actually, not one. One was like the premiere where we're like, hi, my name is Mike. Hi, my name is Nick. We're going to talk about soccer. And now it's a whole different story. But Bofo Sosedo with the red card, and that's it for Pumas. They're done. Leon in the final against Seattle. And the final is actually played. Jay, good question. Where's the final being played? It's being played at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, where sheeptards, the man, the myth, the legend, was in the house at the Gold Cup final for Mexico, USA, with that beautiful Sons of a Pitch Soccer Central shirt on. Yes, it's going to be at Allegiant Stadium there in Las Vegas, and look out for that one. It's going to be a good matchup. And Leon, remember this, ladies and gentlemen, Leon lost over 2 legs to the horrible, the terrible Toronto FC in the beginning of the season with Chris Armas. So I've got Seattle. I think they get it done. All you Dave Sabinski and sheeptards and the rest of you guys, even though Dave Sabinski, where are you at, brother? I haven't seen him tonight. We got in the final, look out. Seattle's going to get it done. And there you go. SOP shirts traveling across CONCACAF. Absolutely. Jay Jardine was repping the SOP shirt at the first World Cup qualifying match in the Octo there. Love it. And there is Allison right at the end. Hi, friends. How you doing? Allison, you're late. We're done. We're wrapping it up. So there you go. Final coming up this Wednesday. Leon and Seattle. Going to be a hell of a matchup. Go and make sure you've got that subscribe button on so that you make sure you're live with us for that final. Going to be good. DSO says, where could I get one? The link is in the description, DSO. tinyurl.com/SOP Soccer. That is where you can find our merch and order it up. And at what time? I believe it's at 8 or 9 Central for that matchup. So let me pop those guys up here as I remove this screen. We've got that final. Seattle Sounders against Club Leon. Going to be a hell of a matchup. Hell of a matchup, a great game we'll be live for. And then as well, right before that, Toronto FC against York United on Wednesday night at 6:30. Then the last game of the week for us is Austin against LAFC. And you know what? If you're a fan of my commentary, I'll be live once again on Toronto Sports Insider for the Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays tomorrow night on Toronto Sports Insider. So if you have not subscribed to Toronto Sports Insider yet, get on it. If you haven't subscribed to my other channel, Livestream Sports Chat, I'm trying to become a full-time YouTuber here, people. That is my goal. I will get there one day. hoping it will be quicker than my 4-year plan. I think it may. Go check out Toronto Sports Insider tomorrow night for that Blue Jays-Rays game. We'll see you guys there. And then look out tomorrow for that picks and predictions episode, week number 22. That will be released around noon or 1 Central. And then the All-Star membership video, that's already out for you guys because I love you. So I'm putting you up first. I'm giving you that access to those early odds right from the get-go. And there we go. That's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, talking soccer, talking MLS, talking Concacaf. I'll be back for those lives on Wednesday or tomorrow night on Toronto Sports Insider if you feel like hanging out for a baseball game, Blue Jays in a playoff hunt. We'll see y'all very, very soon. Good luck with your bets. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, and we will see y'all later. Good night.